Hi everybody, welcome back to Lakeside. You're probably wondering where I've been all this time, because it has been quite a while since I did a video. Had a load of things going on, you know, since the last one. But anyway, this will be a video 113. And what have I got? 4 new Locos, 7 wagons and a couple of coaches. So I'll show you that, and I've done quite a few updates, especially with LED lighting. So we won't muck about. Just like to say thank everyone first of all for those that have been subscribing and the views, and please keep those comments coming. So not going to hang about. This is mainly to do with the Cavalex 56. I'm not going to do a review on it, but let's just say this is really a unique railway in the fact that it is quite a large layout. It's not your average size, it's a little bit bigger than that. And on this one I can run full length trains and trains of a capacity of weight. So Cavalex Locos, fantastic Locos, but there is 2 negatives on this railway. So keep watching and hope you enjoy the video. Okay, what have I been up to since the last time? It's been a while. Right, as you know, on a previous video I had a major short. Turned out to be the turntable module. On doing that I had to cut into the track to make some isolation points so I could find this short. Once I cut in obviously to the curved track, which is these ones here, the track obviously then sprung out of line, and then the trains would then derail. So what I did, I took the opportunity, I took the 3 of these curves up from the level crossing here over to the far points, and completely relayed new track, new ballast. And I altered the track so now the tank engines will go around this bit. It was a bit tight before. They would go so far, and then obviously the middle wheels then would stick and the train would slow down if it didn't stop. So doing this now, they all run perfect. So this was one big update I've done since we've been away from the layout and you guys haven't seen it. And also I've now changed light bulbs over on the layout in the sheds. I'll show you the Royal Mail building, all been updated now with more LEDs. So let me move over. First update was the lighting in the Royal Mail building at the front. That's been done. I'll move over gently. You'll see all the lights now on the canopy at the front have had more lights added. Some of these lights were over the other side on the platform area where the workers are working by the train. And what I've done I've completely renewed the lights over the other side, so I've brought these ones forward. So as I say, I'll show you the building in a moment from a bit of a distance, and you'll see how much they light up. If I show you from this distance, you can see now there's a lot more lights added to it. So there's LEDs inside the workshop, and now I'll take you over and show you the sheds. Right, okay, as you can see now, all fitted with LEDs. Fitted these with 10 new down lights under the canopies, so this now is lighting up everything. So can really see the detail now of what's been done. Right, I'll move it out. The vehicle workshop now is all lit up. Whilst we're here, I'll move you down a moment and I'll show you a new vehicle that's Lakeside has splashed out on a Mercedes long Sprinter van, very similar to the Parcel Force, but this one's been done from Eco Van. This is now a new delivery vehicle, so I may get another one later on, but I saw this and I thought, why not another vehicle to the fleet. Okay, I'm going to move you on now to the sheds. Okay then, right, this is the first workshop, and you can see with the lights in here now, this is really setting it off. So I'll just show you the rest. Over here where the fueling depot is and the turntable area, these are still fitted with light bulbs. These will remain light bulbs because I don't want to replace all the actual light stands, because I don't think I can get them this high anyway, but these I'm gonna keep. These were lighting kits. I can't think who make these now, but they're still producing lights, but light bulbs all on here, and on the parts of the track sections there's a few light bulbs, but they will remain. So I'm going to move you on now to the traction motor depot. Traction motor depot, the TMD. If you have a look, LEDs all in here. Move you over, and LEDs in here. A lot better, obviously more efficient, more brighter, and I think that, you know, they do look better. So I shall now move you on to the last of the shed. Okay, this is it. This is the just a double shed. The other one obviously is 4 rows. This is only 2, and again completed the job by finishing off with the LEDs on these. Right, I'm going to move on. Okay, as I mentioned in the beginning, I've picked up another 4 Locos since last time. This one came from my neighbour. My neighbour's uncle passed away, had a certain amount of railway, and said I could take what I want. So another class 70 head. It was 70006, the Backman number, but as I've already got one, I've renumbered this now 70016 and put in a Digitrains Zimo sound profile along with a double iPhone speaker. Not the powerfulness of Locos, so I intend to probably double head this with the 70006. And there's the 70006. So yeah, I picked up 2 Locos from him, and both of them have never been run. In the box, sealed, wheels are gleaming, so they hadn't been run whatsoever. So I was very grateful, obviously, for giving the opportunity to take them, and he said no, have them, run them on the railway. So right, So this is the first Loco. Right, let's go again. Right, second Loco I've purchased is the Cavalex. This is one reason for making the video, but you can see a couple of Model U figures inside look absolutely brilliant. So yeah, the Cavalex 56, despite the two negatives that I'm mentioning, it is a fantastic Loco, and I love this one in DC rail freight. So let's move it on. And as mentioned also in the introduction of the video, not only have I purchased 4 Locos, I've accumulated now probably another 6 wagons. These being these Dapol ones, the IOA wagons, or 10A should I say. IOA I would think they are. So I've purchased 4 of these big ones. Haven't weathered them yet, which they're going to need a bit of weathering, and I'm using the Homei magnetic couplings on these, as I did have the Acura scale ones and they just kept pulling apart. So 4 of the 10As, and also another JNA wagon. I'll move this on. So yeah, it gives a rate now of about 14 now. So let's take this back and pick up the rest. We'll have this running round. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Right, roll it there for a moment. Right, a Bachmann IIT tank engine in LMS number 1206 in black. This was another one I got off the neighbour's uncle. And this is one that's got the split chassis, so you're talking of an old Loco, but it's in absolute mint condition. Again, never used, wasn't even taken out of the box. So I've had this apart, and I've put a decoder in this. I've got a 3 amp decoder in, no, 2 amp decoder in this, and a dowel changeover. All you got to do is take the little springs out that's between the chassis, and make sure you just seal your wires up, and that's it. So yeah, lovely looking Loco. I already had 2 of the IITs, but this one I thought, as it was in fantastic condition, I've got it. Nice bit of power on it as well. So we'll see this travelling around. Right, also purchased since last time, rail operator group 37800 is pulling these two coaches that I picked up from a cure scale, the test service vehicle coaches. Absolutely gorgeous. Onboard lights. I saw these. Just love the colour scheme. Something unusual to have on the railway. I don't have one of these Locos. I think it was a 24 or 25 Backman did in this colour. So I might pick one of these up later on. But yeah, two coaches. Excellent. Another wagon I picked up before Hattons went down was one of their revolutionary 100-ton fuel tank wagons, giving me a rake of 8 now, so I will buy a few more of those when they come out. So yeah, so that was another wagon on there. Right, I'll move this away and I'll show you the last Loco. No, I haven't got two Locos to show you. Right, there's the fourth Loco. Yep, Cavalex in Colas rail. Another fantastic Loco, despite the two negatives that I've mentioned. But you can't resist them buying these, say, Robin or Templecombe. Yeah, terrific Loco. You've got to drive this one, because I say with a couple of the inclines, you need to drive this Loco, give it the power to get it going. This one was the DCC ready. I didn't put an order in for this as a DCC on board, but I went to Roads and Rails, got the decoder, got to the speaker, put it all in, no problem, and away we go. As I was saying, I want to get another one of these later on, because I want to get the new big timber wagons from, I do believe that's Revolution Trains, and I want to make up the large timber train that Les Gilbin shows you a lot of on the coming through Carlisle station. So it looked good with a rake of 15 or maybe 20 large timber wagons, and it will definitely need, I would think, to be double headed. So that's it. So we'll give these all a run around together, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe, and let's have some more comments please coming through. Okay guys, carry on. Here comes the IIT tank engine. Nice Loco, nice little runner. .8 kilo this train is pulling. Oh yeah, and the last wagon is a new wagon, that's why it's not weathered. And in the back of that I've fitted the flashing tail lamp, which is a DCC Concepts lamp, and inside under the load is a train tech battery operated flashing light. Works on a 3 volt battery, lasts forever. Right, I'll give you one more glimpse. This is another battery operated tail light in the guard's van. Yeah, and one other thing now, the Helgen 33 that blew the decoder up is back in service now. It's now got a 3 amp decoder in it, being a Helgen. Also now you can see the roof now has all been repaired, painted up and ready to go again. Yep, the Cavalex model 56 is a fantastic loco, but I'd say two negative points I have with it is that I could benefit from having all 6 wheels on both bogies giving traction. This train that I'm pulling now, the hopper train, is between 1.7 and 1.8. It does slip. I have to power it up on a part of the track where it comes across the main bridge. There is a half a bubble difference with the small level to show that there is a slight incline as it comes into the station. If you're too slow, and it will actually stop, and you can hear the wheel spinning when you power up. Once you give it more power, it will pull away. So bearing in mind, this Cavalex 56 is 41 grams lighter than the Homei. The Homei one doesn't suffer with any slips at all, and its fans are also working, which a lot of people complain about the Homei fans. You should take the power away, but then the problem I find with this one as well, this has got the old couplers, NEM couplers like the Homei trains, and as I've mentioned in the past, they don't straighten up when it goes around the curves ready for the next one. I mean, I'm not really picking. I mean, I run long trains, prototypical trains, so they're putting long trains and they've got weight in them. So this is just on a circuit, and as you see, it's now come back, so it's come around 2 right-handers around the circuit. It had already derailed by the time it came to the Parsifal step road before it came over the bridge, and as you can see, this is the coupling, how it's ended up. So if I was to push it forward, it will straighten up. As soon as I go around the next curve, it will derail again because there's too much weight pulling on the springs. That's what I found. That's what I found with the Homei ones. So on my layout, I can't use that sort of coupling when I've got long, heavy trains because they just derail. So I have to use either a 3 or 4 link chain coupler just hooked over the hooks, or sometimes I'll get away with the magnetic couplers, ones that come from Homei or the Cavalex. But that's it. But I'm only sort of just saying there's 2 negatives on my railway. One is these couplings, and I would have benefited by having all wheels with traction powered. It's a lovely loco, don't get me wrong. I'm only probably being a bit picky because I like to run long loaded trains. But yeah, it is a fantastic model, and as I say, and for the money, compared to buying a Bachmann top range 37 or 47, it would be much more costly than this. So now it is a great loco. I will just take off the NEM couplers, and I will use either the magnetic or I will use a chain link. And I've tried it with a chain link, and it runs around perfectly. But it is having only 4 wheels on each bogie powered does take a bit of the traction away. And as I say, I can show you the Homei one going round, pulling it when you think it's all right. It is 40 grams heavier, but as I say, it does manage to take the train all the way around, where this does tend to slip. So myself, I would have rather had the 6 wheels, and at the end of the day, if you've got a problem with your track, like I did. I mean, in the beginning, not everything run around on the track, on the layout perfectly. I did have spots where, yes, the bogies did derail, but all I did then was sorted out the part of the track that was causing the problem. Now I can run anything on the layout, and none of them do it. So to me, I would have preferred a 6-wheel drive on both bogies, and the couplings are my issue because of the weight. But other than that, yes, it is a fantastic Loco. So sorry to be negative on a couple of points, when everybody out on the old YouTube and that is saying how fantastic this model is, and saying that the 6 wheels don't make any difference, but they do on my railway because of the trains and the weight it's pulling. So I'll attempt to move this train on this section of the track. Starts to move. Hold on a minute, let's put that light train on. Yeah, wheels are now slipping. So increase the power. Right, I'll take it back a bit so you can see it's not pulling this around here. Right, take it back. Right, so the level on here is virtually there. If anything, it's actually going down. So let's try it again now. I'll crank it up to number 6. There we go. Now she'll pull away now. Right, here she comes now, speed step 3. Remember, this has got an incline now coming into the station. On speed step 4. Yeah, now she's lost traction now. So take it back. Right, I've taken it back. Now I'll bring it in. I've wound it up to a speed step 7. Now she'll pull away. But I'll show you the difference in a moment with the Homei. But this is the Homei, and we'll see how that does. Yes, you could argue, but this is 40 grams heavier, but the gear train, the motor is not as good as the Cavalex, so I feel if the Cavalex had all 6 axles driving, it certainly would be able to pull this. Yeah, gone straight over, no problems. But as I say, this isn't a review on the Cavalex model. There's enough of them out on YouTube, and it is a fantastic model. But I'm just saying, for my railway, I would have preferred a 6 axle train, especially with the high spec of this 56. And if I had a track problem, then obviously, or high spot, then I would have sorted that out. But yeah, nice model. And as I say, I've never been a lover of these couplings that they use, especially on the Homei stock. They're using it on this one, Dappo using it on their ones. I think it's just that they're designed for an average size railway, but they've never been tested on a large railway pulling realistic trains around. So let's move on. Right, so that's the Homei, and as you can see, this method I've used here, I use on all my Homei stock. That's your 31s, your 56s, your 60s, and I run all mine using this because of the coupling. So I'll put the other one on now, DC rail freight. What I do is I'll take off the hook on the NEM couplings, and then I use a 3 chain link hook up and go with that. So bear with me. Okay then, right, DC rail freight. This now, as you can see, all I've used is a 3 chain link coupler, and it gives just a nice gap between the buffers. This should go all the way around without locking up. Bit more power, stop any wheel slip. Here we go. Increased it to 6, 7, and away she goes. And as you can see, buffers are not quite touching. Lovely sound, fantastic sound, I'll give them that. Fans are working. Increase up now, 3, 4, 5, and away she goes. So, as long as I give it a bit of power when I'm on the incline, she pulls it lovely. Right, I'm going to stop it there. Yeah, I still think I need a few more these are J&As or the 10As, just to increase the train a little bit more. So we've got about 20. Okay everyone, it's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from him. Till next time.